Private investigator Logan Clark is with us now, director of the investigative operations at Global Pursuit Investigations. Thank you, sir. The prosecutors, at least that's what it sounds like, that were on the property looking around. It appeared to us from the drone video they were taking a tour, for lack of a better way to explain it, kind of observing the front porch and all of the areas around the house. What does that tell you investigatively about where they may be, since we're not hearing from law enforcement?
Well, they're still digging. For them to go back, the crime scene has been so messed up from the very beginning. The sheriff released it within a day or 24 hours or 48 hours. He released the crime scene. People were wandering around, taking photographs and stuff and contaminating the scene. And they've been going back and forth. And it's possibly that it's from new information that they've gotten that they go back to. That it could be somebody, they learned something from their evidence, or it could mean they're going back to square one and trying to figure it out. That's what we always do as detectives. We always go back to square one if everything just stalls.
The other thing, Logan, that I'm hung up on is the images. You know, I've said in so many missing cases, this case has far more evidence. We're watching the suspect on the porch. We have video evidence of what he's wearing, how he moves. And police also released that other image at the same time that we are now hearing was from a different time than that night. There's an image of him without a backpack on.
Yes.
Police have made very clear they need the public's help going through surveillance video and Nest or Ring cameras, but they haven't indicated the timestamp of the picture on the left. We seem to think it could be from somewhere around January 11th. Why not tell the public? What's the investigative strategy there to help them pinpoint at their own search on their own digital devices?
I don't know that the guy that came up to the door is dressed like a mummy. I mean, he's so covered, he's not going to leave any DNA. They were talking about DNA they found in the house. And again, all of this is from sources.
Yeah.
So everybody has sources. I have FBI sources. I have former FBI guys that work for me and a couple present FBI guys that do some work with me. Everybody has sources, but you've got to kind of listen to what they're saying, but it doesn't mean they're absolutely correct. The blood drops, to me, now they say the blood drops inside. They said there was DNA inside the house. There's actually blood drops inside the house, which are identical, according to a source in law enforcement. They're identical to the drops outside the front.
Identical in appearance or identical in DNA?
Identical in drops. They're blood drops. They're not sprayed. They're not stepped on. And the fact that they're not stepping on any of the blood, the kidnappers aren't stepping on any of the blood. It's possible that he threw over his shoulder, picked her up, and threw over his shoulder. Now, Nancy, in her new release, said that my mom was taken in the middle of the night from her bed. That's the first time we've ever heard that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear of any blood in the bed, and also the back door was wide open. I believe, I've always said there's more than one person in on this, two, possibly three, a guy driving the car and somebody to help him. The back door is wide open, was left wide open, yet they took her out the front because of the blood drops. So the back door being wide open, that might be where the second person has come from. I don't remember seeing any video of the back.
Right. And they haven't said if it was forced entry or what they've seen in the back. I wonder, Logan, how unusual it is not to hear from the kidnappers. I mean, Savannah, in all of her videos, is very direct, but in the latest one, it certainly doesn't appear like they have any more information than anyone else does as to who did this and what they want. So the why they did it.
Money or revenge are basically the two reasons for kidnappings. These guys are, most likely in it for the money. I said before, I believe that Nancy passed away between the first day and the third day, and they didn't expect that at all. And they may have panicked. They may have put the body somewhere and said, "We're out of here," gone across the border. But was saying that if she is dead, their smart move would be to contact the Guthries and say, "Look, she passed away, and we don't want the $6 million. We just want $1 million for telling you where the body is." I said that a week and a half ago.
Well,
That $1 million is a big deal. When you
sure.
get up high like that, somebody in that group, if there's two or three of them, they're now looking at each other. Whether or not one of them is saying, "Well, I could collect that," or somebody they know knows, and they want to collect the money. When you get up to $1 million, I wanted her to do that on the first day.
She wanted to. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Yep. And the police said no, it would inundate them, with tips on the tip line and everything. And so she didn't do it. I would not have made that if I was her private detective and the cops said that. I would say to Nancy or to Savannah, I'd say no, put up $1 million reward.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of
Get
money,
these
and
guys nervous.
and it's never too late. That was Savannah's message, to do the right thing. Logan Clark,
Yeah.
I'm out of time, but great information. Thank you for your insight.
All righty.
All right,
Thank you.
again, that reward is $1 million from the Guthrie family. Anyone with information can contact the Pima County Sheriff's Office or 1-800-CALL-FBI.